If you thought ordinals were a grift, say hello to BRC-20 tokens. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. If you spent any time on Twitter this weekend, you know that there was a whole bunch of talk from many different shitcoin influencers and shitcoin peddlers. And ordinal peddlers, of course, because that's all shitcoining. Even if it's on Bitcoin, that's still just shitcoining. And look, they were all excited about BRC-20 and the meme coins and all of this stuff. So what exactly is this? Right? I figured I would dive into this, take a look at who's behind it, and yeah, let's see what we found. Bitcoin BRC-20 token standard becomes a new destination for shitcoins, meme tokens. Bitcoin's BRC-20 token standard has become the latest trend in the shitcoin ecosystem, especially after the Pepe meme coin rise in recent months. A total of 8,500 different tokens have been minted using the BRC-20 standard, with the majority of these BRC-20 tokens being meme coins such as Pepe and Memetic, or meme. So I just want to point out to everyone, for the geniuses that are sitting there thinking, oh, wow, they've just created digital scarcity on Bitcoin again. Like, no, they minted 8,500 different tokens like that. So again, this is a fucking scam. I'm sorry. Like that's all this is. This is an affinity scam, right? All they're trying to do is figure out who the dumb money is and separating people from their money. And if they can separate you from your money for this crap, then look, I'm really sorry. Like, you are the dumb money. I apologize. Again, it's not to say that people can't make gains, right? You'll always have a couple of people that make big gains, but the majority of people are wrecked fucking bag holders. BRC-20 is an experimental token standard on the Bitcoin blockchain modeled on ETH's ERC-20. It allows programmers to create and send fungible tokens via the ordinals protocol. Now, I just want to point something out here very quickly. For the people who don't understand ordinals and inscriptions, we've done a few clips on this. I'm just going to give a very general summary, okay? So the inscription itself is data that is in the op return code field, okay? The ordinal, all right, or the thing that is called ordinals, is a completely separate third-party entity that offers an indexing system that helps correlate the op return codes, okay? So that you can sit there and pretend to buy rare or unique Satoshis, and this index will help track it. So this idea of the ordinals protocol, it's just a shitty database. It's a database that's already broken 3 times, okay? 3 times in less than a year. The BRC-20 token standard fundamentally differs from its Ethereum-based counterpart. BRC-20 tokens don't make use of smart contracts. Well, make no mistake, that's still a shitcoin. The BRC-20 token standard was created early in March by an anonymous on-chain analyst called Domo. Take a look at what Domo's done. The objective was to make it possible for fungible tokens to be issued and transferred on the Bitcoin blockchain. The market cap of BRC-20 tokens has exploded over the past month and currently sits at 120 million, a 600% rise in the past week. Now, you got to wonder, right? There's already something called the Liquid Network. Like, if you want to do shitcoining on Bitcoin, you already have the Liquid Network, but the difference is that you have to peg in the Bitcoin in order to use that network. Now, granted, these people are paying fees in order to mint these shitcoins, but it's not as expensive as Liquid. So essentially, it really is just shitcoining. It's just another iteration. Okay, it's just another iteration of affinity scam. That's all it is. But it gives, because of Bitcoin, there is lended credibility to what is built on it, because you can say, hey, look, this is built on Bitcoin. It's not like the stuff that's built on the shitcoins. No, but it is. But it is, because none of it will ever be money. None of it has any utility whatsoever. No one is ever going to hold this to store their value. These are going to be used for pump and dumps. That's it. And that's all they're being used for. The BRC-20 token frenzy has also dwarfed the blockchain's original number of Bitcoin transactions. The number of BRC-20 transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain between April 29th and May 2nd reached over 50%, outperforming regular BTC transactions. The BRC-20 token volume peaked on May 1st at 366,000 transactions, with the total number of transactions on the network being 2.36 million. Since its inception in late April, the network has generated an additional 109.7 BTC in transaction fees for miners. Hey, good for the miners. They're getting paid. The meme coin frenzy has been a notable topic on the Ethereum blockchain, but with the rise of the BRC-20 standard, a similar trend is also observed on the Bitcoin blockchain. The meme coin craze has also led to a significant rise in Ethereum network gas fees, contributing to network congestion. Okay, so before we dive into this developer Domo that essentially created this BRC-20 token standard, I just want to talk about the point of network congestion. So there's a lot of disingenuous influencer shitheads that are pretending that high fees are somehow network congestion and the unconfirmed transactions are somehow network congestion. So I think that people need to take a step back and realize that Bitcoin is a pay-to-play system. So if I want my transaction to go through with any sense of urgency, if I'm able to afford it, I am going to pay. I'm going to pay for that opportunity. Okay. So this isn't some fucking utopian, everybody is happy and everybody wins and this is kumbaya. Okay. That's not how this works. You're not entitled to any block space. Okay. That's not how that works. I'm not entitled to any block space. This is stupid shitcoinery. Okay. And shitcoin thought that makes you think that somehow you're entitled to this. Bitcoin is the money of enemies. You want your transaction to get in? Pay the fee. That's what it is. That's all it is. So these influencers that are trying to convince you, like I saw some stupid tweet from Crypto T, whoever the hell that is, like, and she sat there detailing like all these problems. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bitcoin transactions are going through. You know what? I bought yesterday, I actually bought a bag from the UK, like a backpack, and they accepted Bitcoin. Guess what? I paid in Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, the transaction went through in less than a couple of minutes. Holy crap. How did that work? I paid the freaking fee. That's it. So this nonsense that these influencers are trying to get you to think that somehow this is causing network congestion. It is not. Blocks are still being mined. Transactions are still going through. If you chose to put through a transaction with an incredibly low fee that doesn't get mined, guess what? It's your fucking problem. It's nobody else's problem. That's your problem. So this bullshit narrative from the influencers, I'm pleading with you guys, you really give yourself the benefit of the doubt, do some research. It's complete and utter nonsense. The Bitcoin network is not congested in any way, shape, or form. It's just a bunch of transactions where people did not put high enough fees. And the reason why this fee market is going up is because more and more people are using the space. That's it. That's all it is. Now, whether or not we think that data matters is a whole different story, right? Because obviously, I don't give a shit for JPEGs. I don't care for fart noise audios and all that stuff. All of that to me does not need to be on Bitcoin. But the protocol makes it that you can add that data in a field and people can develop a third-party app that becomes an explorer for that data that you can view it and you can interact with it. All right, so be it. I say we let the free market decide. Anyways, let's go dive in now. Now that I'm done with my rant, let's go dive into the person that developed this, because I really want to point out, in my eyes, the people that are involved with ordinals, the people that are involved with the BRC tokens. These are just bad actors in Bitcoin, and they are not Bitcoiners necessarily. You're going to see people coming from the RSK world, which is some other sidechain bullshit that never took off. There's BSVers, okay, that are are trying to put through false narratives about Bitcoin, okay, in order to help proliferate the narrative that bigger blocks are needed. That's what this type of shit invites. These are social attacks, okay? The actual op return data, the inscription data, all of that stuff, none of this shit is an attack on Bitcoin. But these social attacks, those are indeed social attacks, right? Those are attacks. All right, guys. So this is the developer for the BRC-20 tokens, Domo, right? That's what was mentioned in the article. Well, let's go take a look at some of the stuff that Domo built. Let's go take a look at a year ago. Okay, so here we go. Here's an ETH. So here's a bridge for shitcoins for ETH. Interesting. All right, here's another one. This is some NFT garbage, right? We can see we've got the OpenSea stuff. We got ERC 1155. Okay, more shitcoining. And this is the person who worked on BRC-20, right? Oh, look at that. Trump digital trading cards. This definitely belongs in Bitcoin. 100%. This is just so good. Oh, look, first Polygon NFT. Nice. Nice. Look at that. Revenue from this, $4.3 million. Good job, fleecing noobs. Way to go. Very important that this is on Bitcoin, guys. Very, very important. I'm glad that he's developing against it. It's fantastic. So as you can see, the developer that is behind BRC-20 is just a shitcoin developer. It's just shitcoining. They figured out a way to shitcoin on Bitcoin. And of course, they're going to take advantage of this because they need to keep the lights on. And the best way to do that is to fleece noobs with absolute trash. Now, if you think that BRC-20 and ordinals is still not trash, I will present you with a very interesting tweet, okay, from Predator about a spaces that was being held. We broke Bitcoin 2.0. That's right. Anytime that these people decide that they've broken Bitcoin, even though it's not true in any way, shape, or form, they're going to sit there and they're going to say it. And unfortunately, when you have people that don't know any better that are seeing this, they believe that it's true when it isn't. Here's the tweet from Predator. Some of the biggest ordinals companies are shilling BSV and pushing for a block size increase. Remember what I said to you guys before? That's right. That's right. Oh, look, Bitcoin can't scale. We're not able to mint our garbage JPEGs. We need to increase the block size. Hey, by all means, fork off another fucking chain so I could dump those bags. Okay, let's take a listen to this crappy space. And we can see right here, Ordinals wallet, that's a BSV, or Elon Moist, which is, I think I coin sleazy or something like a coin Yeezy, whatever. Anyways, this guy's a total shitcoin shill. Absolute crap. This is the person that created Twetch. I mean, guys, I just want you to think about this. All of BSV is a fucking ripoff. Literally, it's a ripoff of everything else. They don't even have an original name. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision. Then they go and create Twitch because they can't think of something better than Twitch. It's just, they're just so cringe and shitty grifters. Anyways, I'm going to stop. Here we go. Here's a little segment from the space.
Bitcoin should blocks basically be uncapped, right? But
look at BSV from the non-emotional perspective of this technology. These guys actually figured out how to scale Bitcoin in a way
yes.
that works. You can start.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the video there for a second because the bullshit that the BSVers spew. So here, this is a Bitcoin versus Bitcoin SV hash rate chart. In other words, the CPU power, the compute strength that is securing their networks. So you see this beautiful increasing graph that's going all the way up, essentially providing significantly more security than Bitcoin would ever need. That's the Bitcoin hash rate. Now, there's this red line down here that kind of looks the same thing as a flat line of a dying patient or a dead patient. That's the BSV hash rate. That's what secures the BSV network. And you'll notice it's flat and going down. So these guys, these people, they are going to say anything they have to say to get you to buy into their bullshit narrative. Okay? You got to remember that. It is complete and utter crap.
to get an idea of how we can create a world where there is balance between network usage and security and growth on the other side, on the security side.
Randy, I think one, I was up till like 5 or 6 a.m. last night,
Non-dual
just
Randy.
in a tangent of trying to study, the philosophy of BSV relative to Bitcoin, and I think.
Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't listen to much of that. It is just absolutely awful. These guys are just terrible. I'm going to finish it off with this retweet from me, from this random account that was responding to Cobra. So here, let me just, I have Cobra blocked because he sucks. Okay, here we go. So here's a tweet from Cobra on May 7th. Bitcoiners need to coordinate and figure out a way to respond to the current denial of service attack on the network. Nope, it's not a denial of service attack. You not paying the fucking fees is not a DOS attack. That's not what it is. Anyways, Bitcoin Core won't do anything because it'll be controversial. If the fees get higher, more exchanges will use the congestion as an excuse to prevent withdrawals. You know what? Not our fucking problem. It's not our problem. Like, I honestly don't give a shit what the exchanges do. Okay, we've been telling you as Bitcoiners that you shouldn't be leaving your Bitcoin on the exchanges. So guess what? Now you're screwed. Sorry, not sorry. Should have listened. Too bad. But the point is that high fees are not a DOS attack. They are not a denial of service attack in any way, shape, or form. So here's a response from whatever account this is. Nah, we're just going to increase the block size like Satoshi wanted to from the beginning. Yeah, because we didn't read about the block size war or anything. We don't know what we're talking about. Feel free to fork if you disagree. No. You, sir, will be forking if you disagree. Oh, these wrecked shitheads. Okay, we've got the miners. No, you don't. They're getting paid fat, and we won't be backing down from this game of chicken ever again. Oh, the hubris is spectacular. The hubris is spectacular. So, of course, I had to retweet this and say this person needs to read the block size wars. And this is exactly the point. Roger Ver and Jihan also thought they had the miners. And it's true. They did thought they had the miners. And guess what? For approximately 48 hours, they did have the miners. And now they don't. And they haven't had them since. So you know what? We will gladly play this game of chicken. I can't wait for you Ordinal and BRC supporters to fork your own not Bitcoin. All right, guys, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I had to cover this, even as much as I hated it. I had to cover it. Guys, if you like the show, if you want to support the show, like and subscribe. I will catch you all tomorrow.